In another awkward videotape gotcha, extremist Donald Trump team attorney John Eastman slammed spineless Republican state lawmakers who refused to reject the results of a legitimate presidential election. Eastman boasted about a massive Zoom conference call involving himself, Trump and Trump's former personal attorney Rudy Giuliani with 300 Republican state legislators after Joe Biden's victory, urging them to throw out election results. And they all spinelessly wouldn't do anything, complained Eastman, who authored the infamous Coup memos on how to usurp American voters' pick for president. Even though we given them all the evidence, they wouldn't do it, he added, apparently referring to non-existent evidence of voter fraud. Look, I very much wish it were otherwise, he said. But these guys are spineless. If we take them out in the primaries in 2022, and the precondition for getting elected is we're going to fight this stuff, maybe we've got an opportunity. Eastman was captured on tape, see below, a week ago by activist reporter Lauren Windsor of the grassroots political web TV show The Undercurrent. She pretended to be a huge Trump and Eastman fan to encourage him to open up to her. The attorney was attending the annual gala for the conservative think tank the Claremont Institute, where he's a senior fellow. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was honored at the event in Huntington Beach, California. Windsor also recorded Eastman blasting former Vice President Mike Pence for failing to throw out 2020 election results. He was just too much of an establishment guy at the end of the day to overturn democracy, said Eastman. The attorney also bashed Pence in an email to a vice presidential aide on January 6 as the two men were hunkered down in hiding while Capitol rioters swarmed the building demanding that Pence be hanged. The siege is because you and your boss did not do what was necessary to allow this to be aired in a public way so that the American people can see for themselves what happened, Eastman reportedly wrote to Pence aide Greg Jacob, referring to Trump's baseless claims of voter fraud. Jacob later wrote in a draft column that was never published that Eastman and Giuliani were part of a cadre of outside lawyers who had spun a web of lies and disinformation in an attempt to pressure Pence to betray his oath of office and the Constitution by rejecting electoral votes, The Washington Post reported. Eastman has desperately been trying to distance himself from his coup memos, telling the National Review in a recent interview that someone would have to be crazy to follow the strategy he outlined. But his more recent comments indicate he hasn't changed his earlier position. Eastman was part of a Trump war room team based in the Willard Hotel in downtown Washington, D.C., after Joe Biden's victory, plotting how to overturn the results of the presidential election. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6 insurrection plans to subpoena Eastman,